Welcome back, children. Now next is how to find mean and variance of a continuous frequency distribution. So this is a continuous frequency distribution table. Find the mean and variance. So here we use the shortcut method. The shortcut method, we know how to find mean by using step deviation method. So for continuous frequency distribution table, we always use the step deviation method for finding the mean. So mean x bar is equal to a plus is the assumed mean plus sigma fi di by sigma fi into h. Now after finding mean, we can calculate variance. So variance is equal to variance, the notation is sigma square, small sigma, that small sigma square is equal to, here the formula is sigma fi into di square. Anyway di we have to find for finding the mean. So find di square, then multiply with fi, then by n, minus the next column is sigma fi di by n. Sigma fi di is this numerator by n the whole square. And also in that there we divide by h. Okay. So you have to multiply, that is here h square multiply by h square. Or one more step we can write, the LCM is n square. So LCM n square means here we have to multiply by n. So n into sigma fi di square minus sigma fi di whole square bracket by n square. That n square we can write here. So this is sigma square. Okay. So the shortcut method, or for continuous frequency distribution, if that is given, then we can use, or we always use this formula for finding the variance. And standard deviation is the square root of this. So sigma is equal to h by n square root of n into sigma fi di square minus sigma fi di the whole square. Square. Okay, so using this we can find variance for the first question. Class is given, frequency is given. So draw the table, class interval 0 to 30, 30 60, 60 90, 90 120, 120 150, 150 180, 180 210. Then frequencies 2, 3, 5, 10, 3, 5, 2. Find the mid values xi. 0 to 30, the mid value is 15. 30 plus 60, 90, that is 45. Then 45 plus 30, add 30 and you can write 75, 105, 135, then 175, then 205. 30, sorry, that is 65. 165, then 195. Okay, then we can apply step deviation method. So take 1 as assumed mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 105 we can take as assumed mean. Then next is ui. Okay, what do you mean by ui? Ui means xi minus 105. So 15 minus 105, that's equal to minus 90. Then 45 minus 105 is minus 60. Then minus 30, 0, here 30, 60, 90. So we can divide by 30. So di means ui by 30. So by 30 means it is minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. The next is fi di. Fi di, frequency into di. So minus 6, minus 6, minus 5, 0, and 1 into 3, 3, 10, 6. So mean x bar is equal to a plus sigma fi di by sigma fi, that is same as capital N into h. So a is assumed mean is 105 plus, what is the sum of this column? 10 plus 6 is 16, 19, 19 and 17. So it is 2. And what is the total frequency? 5 plus 3, 8, 10, 20, 25, that is 30. So 105 plus 2 by 30 into 30. H is 30, we divide by 30. So 30, 30 cancel, so it is 107. That is the mean. Now for finding variance, the next we need two more columns, that is one is di square and fi di square. Di square and fi di square. So di square means minus 3 square, 9, 4, 1, 0, 1, 4, 9. Then fi into di square, 2 into 9, 2 9s are 18, 3 4s are 12, 5, 0, 3 into 1, 3, then 5 into 4, 20, and 9 into 2, 18. Then last column you have to add 18 plus 12 is 30, 30, 50, 48, 48 plus 8. 68, 68 plus 8, that is 76. Now variance is equal to sigma square is equal to, the formula is h square by n square into bracket n into sigma fi di square minus sigma fi di the whole square. So h square means h is 30, 30 into 30 by total frequency, that is also 30. So it's cancelled. 30 into the last column, 76 minus fi di is 2, 2 square. So 30, this cancelled. 30 into 76. 2280 minus 4. That is what is the value? 2276. So that is variance sigma square. Now the next question. The diameters of circles in millimeter drawn in a design are given below. Calculate the standard deviation and mean diameter of the circles. So look at the table. Is the distribution continuous? No, it is not continuous. 33 to 36, 37 to 40, 41 to 44, 45 to 48 and 49 to 52. So here you have to add 0.5 to the upper limit and subtract 0.5 from the lower limit. So we have to again write the class as, make it continuous. So the first is 32.5 to 36.5. Then 36.5 to 40.5. The difference is 4, isn't it? Then 40.5 to 44.5. 44.5 to 48.5. And 48.5 to 52.5. Frequencies Fi 15, 17, 21, 22 and 25. Now the next is mid value Xi. 32.5, 36.5. What is the mid value? 32 plus 36 is 68. So 69. So 69 half is 34.5. Then add 4. So 38.5, 42.5, 40, 46.5 and 50.5. Then take one as assumed mean. Okay. Then UI. UI means Xi minus A. 34.5 minus 42.5. So it is minus 8. Minus 8. 38.5 minus 42.5 is minus 4. 0, 4, 8. Then DI. DI means this UI by the common factor. Common factor is 4. So we can divide by 4. Okay. Then Fi into DI. Fi DI, that is 15 into minus 2. Minus 30, minus 17, 0, 22, 50. That is 72 and 47. What is the difference? So 25 is sigma Fi Di. What is the total frequency? 20, 20, 20 means 60, 80, 88, 95, 100. So mean X bar is equal to, mean is equal to X bar is equal to A plus sigma Fi Di by sigma Fi into H. That is 42.5 plus 25. 25 is positive by 100 into H. By which number we divide? By 4. 25 into 4 is 100. 100 by 100 is 1. So it is 43.5. That is the mean. Now the next column. What is the next column? Di square. Then Fi Di square. Not whole square. Fi Di square. That square is only for Di. So Di square, that is 41014. Then 4 into frequency, that is 60, 17, 0, 22 and 100. So the sum is 199. 199 is the sum. So variance is equal to, we have to find standard deviation. Variance. First we can find variance. Sigma square is equal to h square by n square into bracket n into sigma Fi Di square minus sigma Fi Di the whole square. So what is h square? H is 4. 4 into 4 by n is 100. 100 into 100 bracket 100 into 199 minus 25 square. So 16 by 10,000 into 19900 minus 625. So what is the value? 75. 16 into 19275 by 10,000. So it is 1 point. Okay. Now we have to multiply. So what is 19275 into 16? 57291 0 30.84. This is sigma square. And what is sigma? Standard deviation. Sigma is equal to square root of 30.84. So you have to use the square root. How to find the square root? By this division method. Two digits in group. So in 30, which is the square in 30? 5. 5 5s are 25. Then subtract 5, then 84. Put the decimal point. Write the double of 5. 5 into 2, that is 10. Then right side of this 10, you have to give one number, multiply by the same number. So if it is 2, multiply by 2 itself. Okay. But this is smaller one. Here it is 584. So we can multiply by 525. So here 5. So the answer is 5.5. Then it goes on. Okay. Or one more digit you can find after decimal point. One more. And one more question. Look this one. Find the mean and standard deviation using shortcut method. But is it continuous or discrete frequency distribution? It is not continuous, it is discrete frequency distribution. So for discrete frequency distribution, we have the formula Fi into xi minus x bar whole square by sigma Fi. But here for finding mean is difficult. Mean how to find? You have to multiply then add. But xi's are more than 60. This multiplication is difficult. So we can use shortcut method. So what is the shortcut method? Look. So in the first column, you can write xi, then next column fi, 60, 61, continuous number up to 68, 62, 63, 64, 66, 67, 68, 2, 1, 12, 29, 25, 12, 10, 4, 5. Since the multiplication is difficult, we can take one of the observation as like assumed mean. Okay. So the middle one we can take 64 we can take. Then after that you can find the deviations. We can use the notation di, okay, or ui. If it is ui is better, ui means xi minus 64. So 60 minus 64, so it is minus 4, isn't it? So minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then here the difference is only 1. So di, that step no need, since we have no common factor here. Okay. So ui, then find ui square. and fi ui square as in the previous question. So, before that we can find mean. The question is find the mean and standard deviation. So, fi ui I did not write. Okay. So, first is fi into ui like fi into di. Here there is no di, only ui. So, multiply fi and ui. Minus 8, minus 3, minus 24, minus 29, 0, 12, 20, 12, 20. Now, what is the sum? The positive part is 40, 60, 64. This part is 64 and the negative side is 11, 11, 24, that is 35 and 29. That is 64 minus 64. So, what is the sum? It is 0. The total frequency, it is 100. Okay. So, mean x bar is equal to, x bar is equal to a plus sigma fi di. Instead of di here ui by sigma fi. Into h is not there. If di is here, then only you put into h. So, 64 plus the sum is 0, 0 by 100. So, it is 64 itself. Mean is 64. Now, what else we have to find? Variance or standard deviation? Standard deviation. So, now the next is ui square and fi ui square. Ui square and fi ui square. So, 16, 9, 4, 1, 0, 1, 4, 9, 16. Then fi into that. 16 into 2, 32, 32, 9, 48, 29. Then 0. Then 1 into 12, 12, 40, 36, 80. Now find the sum. What is the sum of the last column? 6 plus 2, 8, 16, 16 plus 2 is 18, 18 plus 8 is 36, then 3, 19, 21, 25, 25 plus 3 is 28, 286. Now, variance is equal to variance sigma square is equal to, in the previous shortcut method h square by n square, but here there is no h square. So, we use this formula fi ui square by n minus sigma fi ui by n whole square. Okay. Here h square is not there. So, nothing is in the outside. N I took to the inside portion. Okay. So, what is fi ui square? That is the last column, 286 by 100 minus fi ui is 0. Okay. So, it is 2.86, that is sigma square. Now, what is sigma? Sigma is the square root of 2.86. Find the square root, 2.86. So, 2 is in one group, 86. In 2, the square is 1. 1 ones are 1, subtract, point. Next group you have to write here. Write the double of 1. 1 into 2 is 2. Now in the right of 2, give some number and multiply by the same number. So if I give 7, 189, that's not possible. So 6 only I can give. So 26 into 6, 156. Okay, so 1.6. Then if you need one more digit, add 0 as double, that is give 2 zeros. Now write the double of 16. What is the double of 16? 32. Now in the right of 32, give number. It is 3000. So we can give, its 9 is possible. 9 9s are 81. Yes, 29. Okay. Okay, 2961. So it is 1.69. So I hope you understood this variance and standard deviation.